Hi, it's Paul Begley here, adjusting the camera, trying to get a little bit better light. I hope you're having a happy day. I hope you're having a very Merry Christmas and looking forward to a new year. This has been a crazy year with so many things that have happened. Floods, mudslides, tsunamis, earthquakes, volcanoes, wars, rumors of wars, diseases, death, anger, hatred, protesting in the streets. I want to do a letter to Kim Jong-il of North Korea. Dear Kim Jong-il, please refrain from the rhetoric during this holiday season. Stop the threats of nuclear holocaust. Don't proclaim that you're a god and that your people should worship you and that you are getting ready to launch a sacred nuclear war upon your neighbors. Step back for a minute and look at the vast millions that are under your control and ask yourself, have you done them well? Are they living prosperous? Do they have hopes and dreams? Do they worship freely their God? Or have you left them uneducated, unemployed, and hungry? Do you leave them unsatisfied for the taste of freedom? Do they wish they could cross the border into South Korea and live a prosperous, victorious, industrious life? Kim Jong-il, please, sir, on this 19th anniversary of you being named the Supreme Commander of the Korean People's Army, think of the bloodshed. Think of the flesh falling off the bodies from the fallout from radiation from nuclear weapons. Imagine this percussion and the instantaneous annihilation of hundreds of thousands of Koreans on either side of the border, north and south. Imagine the stench of death 8-9 days after the initial blast. The smell that will rise up from the peninsula. Don't do it. Think about the invaders coming in after it's over. The Japanese picking through the rubble. The Americans tearing down your flags over your parliaments, over your prestigious areas of business and government, and putting up South Korean flags. Imagine the world historically remembering you as the little dictator, the little Nazi, the little Adolf Hitler of your day, forever recorded in the scrolls of time as a madman, a lunatic, a narcissistic, schizophrenic, who tried to lead millions of people down the death's door of destruction. You'll become part of the Hall of Fame of haters from hell. Don't do it. I write this letter to you with challenging you to look back into your own soul. Somewhere there's a light that's wanting to shine and say stop. Somewhere there's a soft answer that can turn away the wrath. Somewhere, Kim Jong-il, in the pride and the prestige and the power that surges through your veins from the adrenaline given to you from the actual opportunity, the power you possess, the millions of lives are in your hands, and you're feasting off that power. You're thirsting for blood. Don't do it. Resist the temptation. Lay down your arms. Contact the United Nations. Request an opportunity to meet with world leaders. Start an envoy of peace. Declare a new generation. Call for a new day in a new Republic of North Korea. Set a deadline for the walls coming down or for the demilitarized zone ending. Speak about a day that you can be accepted in the United Nations. Start participating in the global market. Give your people something to praise you and love you for. I realize that Machiavelli said it's better to be feared than loved. But in your case, it's not even fear. You want them to worship you as a god. You promise them the rainbow, but all you've ever brought is the rain. I beg you, Kim Jong-il, this is a letter to you from Paul Begley to Kim Jong-il. Somebody's going to get this video and are going to, I believe, going to forward it to you. I'm imploring you to search into the very heart of the matter. Consider the little babies. Consider 100 years from now, the deformed children born from the fallout of radiation. The people that you wanted to exalt higher in the world will become the laughing stock. They'll become the drudge of society. They'll become the skid row victims, the homeless of the world. You see, you're sitting in a position to alter the fate of the peninsula of Korea. You can alter it to the good, or you can alter it to the bad. Your South Korean neighbors will not sit idly by and let you destroy them alone. They know that if you strike, they will take you out. And it may cost them half their people, but they will eliminate you. And as soon as the first rockets of nuclear warheads explode, the Americans will have to respond. And they will. And then the Chinese will feel a responsibility to do something. And Russia will turn and ask, what should they do? It'll be too late for you, though. Your destiny will already be sealed. And whether you believe in Jesus Christ or not, you will that day. Because every eye is going to behold him, and every knee is going to bow, and your tongue will confess him, Lord. Your knees will tremble in the presence of an almighty God. You will stand there bowing and begging for the mercy of a God that pleaded with your heart and sent you every possible opportunity to change. And you failed. Don't do it. Don't do it, Kim Jong-il. I beg you. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop now. I promise if you stop now, the South will. They don't want war. It's the last thing the South Koreans want. I'm Paul Begley. I'm waiting for a response from Kim Jong-il.